Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the electrifying world of EFED Broadcast Channel. Before we dive into the heart-pounding action, let's set the stage with a brief disclaimer. The following content is an EFED Broadcast Channel event created within the WWE 2K universe. All characters, storylines, and events are fictional and exist solely for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to real-life individuals, living or deceased, is purely coincidental. Viewer discretion is advised. This show may contain intense simulated combat, dramatic rivalries, and over-the-top personas. It's all in good fun, but please remember that these are digital avatars, so grab your imaginary popcorn, suspend your disbelief, and let's get ready to rumble. Now, let the virtual battles commence.
I like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the higher.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the TurnBuckle Talk podcast with your host, the Higher Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. How y'all doing, y'all? How y'all doing? So, last year around this time, I didn't even want to come on here. Last year around this time, I didn't want to deal with nothing wrestling related. Around this time, I was mad. I was pissed. Different time, a whole different situation, a whole different year. It's my 50th episode, y'all. And Cody won the fucking belt. Alright, Cody won the belt. So I'm happy. Alright, we probably gonna do more than 30 minutes today. Alright, to tell you the truth. So Cody, Ric Flair, AJ Styles, and Buddy Rogers are the only guys to win the WWE title and the NWA title. That is it. Like that. So, was it worth it? Was it worth the wait? Because, like I said, I was mad last year around this time. I didn't want to come on here. And the podcast just started around that time. But I was mad. And I had to wait. And then The Rock came and was finna fuck all that up. And they're finna just push Cody to the side and tell him, hey, next year. Or SummerSlam. And without us, this match don't happen. So was it worth it? Yes. Was it worth the wait? Yes. I'm happy for him. Won't go into details what happened or how it was when he won, because I guarantee you everybody know how it was when he won. I didn't even see the 3 count. My head was down. So, just to tell you a whole lot on how I was for this match. Now, you had people saying Roman should have won. Before, like all Saturday and Sunday, mostly Sunday, people were saying, oh, Roman should win. did y'all hear the crowd on Saturday? You know, like the crowd doesn't want Cody to win. Shit like that. You know, right? Like you had people saying that keep the belt on Roman because so he can beat the records. You know, you had people saying, oh, in 2 months, in 2 months, people are gonna boo him. Not this one, not me. I won't. I'm not gonna like. I understand storytelling, which happened last night too. Storytelling happened last night. Now, I get some people why they wanted the belt to stay on Roman. I get it. Like, y'all believe in that. Let me answer y'all. Certain people believe having a lengthy title run means something. And it does. I'm not gonna say it don't. It don't. And I respect what Roman did. And there's only two people I felt like this shit should beat Roman. Only two. Cody and Orton. That is it. Not AJ, not LA Knight, not Kevin. Kevin Owens maybe. But it's really two people. Really two people. Okay? That it makes sense. Now, me saying Kevin Owens, that's just coming from the heart. That ain't coming from like real biting. That's coming from the heart, and that's me being biased. Like pretty much. That's just me being biased when it comes to Kevin Owens. But the two people that the only two people I feel that should beat Roman Reigns is Randy Orton and Cody. And Cody beat him. So I'm good with it. And now, listen, for the people that say, oh, people don't get tired of Cody anyway, and they don't want him to lose, and they'll lose eventually, that's them. Alright? Yeah, I know we got flaky fans. Alright? Like, it's in their DNA to be flaky. That don't make them right. Like people still want Kofi to win. Alright? And then after he won, they stopped watching. So, it is what it is. That's just how fans are. That doesn't mean you keep the belt on somebody just because of that. Now, you had people saying that Roman's what did they say? That Roman's he's something. Like something like it. Not a needle mover because he's that too. But Roman is an attraction. Something like that. And you don't have to see them all the time. So when you say that, okay. Let's say I feed into that, alright? Like, let's say I feed into that and I say, you're right. That don't mean you keep, that don't mean that the attraction needs to be on the belt, have the belt still, or have that title still, alright? Because if he's gonna be like Taker, right? Or if he's gonna be like Brock Lesnar, right? Then he don't need the belt then. Now, I respect all what Roman did for that belt, alright? And I even respect him doing what he's doing, even with leukemia. So, I get it. I understand it completely, alright? But that don't mean he needs the title still. It was just time. I would have said this even if it was Cody or Randy Orton holding that belt right now. I would say the same exact thing. Now, getting into WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. So both nights were good to me. Night 2 was better, way better. Night 2, whatever problems they had in night 1, it got cleaned up in night 2. You know, I mean, night 2 had the better card. It also had the shorter card, but night one wasn't bad. It was just the crowd was cold because to me the crowd was. So some people say that the crowd wasn't bad. The crowd was bad, or was dead sometimes, but they were cold. The weather played a part. Like the weather played a real big part in that. You know, like the weather played a big part in how things went in night 1 sometimes. You know, with the wrestlers and with um the announcers down to the fans. Night 2, that got cleaned up because it wasn't it wasn't cold then. You know. We didn't have these problems then in night 2. So the weather, it was 61. Um, night 2, it was like 48. Night 3, I mean night 1. You know, so like the problems that fits in night 2. In better matches, it's better matches. Like I enjoyed the best match. Let me see. The best match on night 1 was the IC title match with Gunther versus Sammy. Which, congratulations, Sammy. There's some people who feel like it should have been Sammy. I'm not one of them people. You know, like and that's not a knock on Chad. It's just now they're not gonna forget about Chad now. So now Chad can fight Sammy. I don't know if Chad's gonna win, but it gives Sammy and Chad something to fight for now. You know, and it was just time to okay. For instance, you gotta know how I feel about Gunther. Okay, like you gotta know how I feel about Gunther right now. Like Gunther being without the IC title is a good thing. It was time. Okay. All right. I wish it wasn't 666. You know, I wish it was like 667 or 665. You know, but it was time. Now, if you want to say it's different because Gunther's beyond, Gunther's beneath the IC title now, okay, right. It was still time for him to drop the title. Okay, it was just time. Now, again, whether you wanted Sammy to beat him, or you wanted Andrade or Chad Gable. Now, I say Andrade because at first he didn't have a match, but Chad, I get it. The story would have been better if it was Chad because all they did was replace Chad with Sammy and give him the same storyline with the kid and the daughter. I mean, with the kid and the wife thing, because that was Chad. I enjoyed that Sammy used the brain buster off the top rope. Like I didn't think anybody was gonna do that. Now, Sammy said he get to pick and choose when he can use that move. Because for what I'm hearing, he can't use it all the time in WWE. So he picks and chooses when he uses that move, which is cool. So, but best match on night 2 was the Bailey and Io match. Either it was a Bailey and Io match or the United States title match. But I won't say that match because I'm biased. Because I'm an Orton fan, I'm a KO fan. And Logan Paul, listen, people can hate on Logan Paul all they want to. But every time he's in that ring, he is better and better in that ring. Like, like, it, it it's not even a contest. Of a person who wasn't wrestling 2 years ago, and he's wrestling now, and he's great in the ring. Like he is. You know, it's probably how I feel about him as a person, which is what it is him as a person. But as a wrestler, he's pretty good as a wrestler. Like he was good last night. All of them was good last night. So the main event was pretty good too. I enjoyed the main event for night 2. Night 1, listen, night 1 main event. Well, it wasn't bad. It was good. It was good. I mean, listen, I'm happy The Rock and Roman did. Listen, I'm not gonna get into their age and all that good stuff, but like what I got last night from them was understandable. The Rock ain't wrestled in damn near 10 years. You know, Roman doesn't wrestle all the time, so the ring rust is gonna be there. You know, and then The Rock, he's old, but he didn't look old. You know, I enjoyed that match. And now the main event for night 2 was better, way better, leaps and bounds better. Like I'm gonna give night 1 a 6.5. I'm gonna give night 2 an 8. Now was it the best Mania ever? No. Yeah, like it wasn't. I can't even tell you my best, like my favorite WrestleMania. So like, but night 2 was definitely better than night 1. But I enjoyed my weekend. I wanted to come on here yesterday, but I couldn't. I was gonna save it for today. But I enjoyed. Let me see. What else did I enjoy? I enjoyed the Bailey and Io match. Very, very good. I'm happy for Bailey. I'm happy, very, very happy for her. You know, I thought she was hurt at first. Sorry, y'all. So I thought she was hurt at first because but that was just storytelling, and Io showed the fuck out. Showed the fuck out. Like she has great matches. Now I don't think she'll ever be champ again. Who knows? But we'll see. I enjoyed the Rhea and Becky match. It was okay. I was surprised that Rhea won. Even though I picked her, I was surprised she won. But she won. I think they're gonna let Lil Morgan fight her. I think that's where we headed. I think we headed with Rhea versus Lil Morgan. She was on the bump today, and she got tunnel vision. She all she sees is Rhea. So maybe we get that next. Who knows who Bailey's gonna fight next? Speaking of that, I don't know who Cody's gonna fight next. Cody was just on Pat's show, and he was on Good Morning America this morning too. Like he's everywhere. As the top face and being a new champ, you're gonna be everywhere. I don't know if he did that. I don't know if he did that with Damien yet. Like Damien is the world champion, so he got to get around too. this is the first time we're gonna have a Cuban champion, a Mexican champion, and a Puerto Rican champion at the same time. So that's great. That's wonderful. You know, I'm really, really happy about that. I'm happy for this Seth and the Seth and Drew McIntyre match wasn't bad. Now, if you want a 5-star match, that wasn't it. All right, and if you're not a fan of people, if you're not a fan of people like kicking out of finishers, then that match wasn't for you because Seth kicked out of like 4 Claymores last night, or maybe 5. No, he kicked out of 4 and he got hit with 5 Claymore last night. All right, and I think Drew kicked out of what 2 turn stumps last night. So what I thought was gonna happen was Steph was gonna win. No, well, let me be clear. It didn't matter who was winning that match last night. Like the same thing was gonna happen regardless. If Seth would have won, he would have got cashed in on. All right, but I said in the podcast that Drew was gonna win, and then he was gonna get cashed in on. All right, and it shows you why he got cashed on because he is so obsessed with CM Punk that he couldn't help himself but glow and get in his face because Punk was on commentary. Like he couldn't help himself. You know, like it was in him to be obsessed with. Even when he won the fucking belt, he was still obsessed with CM Punk. Like he even tried to put the go to sleep on Seth. And by the way, CM Punk was good. CM Punk was great on commentary too. You know, he was great. It was funny as hell on commentary. You know, but in the end, the two things that happened to Drew and what happened to Roman is that they got obsessed with the wrong person and it cost them. Like with Drew, it cost him because he just couldn't help but rub shit and CM Punk's face. And then CM Punk got physical with Drew and then Damian Priest came out and cashed in on him. It was gonna happen. And again, it was gonna happen regardless. And then with Roman had a choice. He had a choice. He could have hit Cody with the chair and then finished off Cody and won the belt, or he could have went for revenge and hit Seth. And Roman went for revenge, and it cost him. Roman went for revenge, and it cost him everything. Now, that wasn't everything that happened in that match for Roman. You know, it was bloodline rules. So when Jimmy came out, Jay came out. When Solo came out, Cena came out. When The Rock came out, Seth came out, but that didn't matter. So you know who came out then? The Undertaker came out. Now, listen. Now, some people saying it would have been better if. Hold on, Alright. So some people saying that it would have been better if it was Stone Cold. Now, what I'm hearing, Stone Cold got sick, or his wife got sick, and that's why he couldn't do it. So, but Taker, Stone Cold, it still did its thing. But it was good. Like we knew we was gonna get chaos yesterday. Last night in the main event with Austin. With Cody and Roman. And at first it was a regular match at first, and they were fighting everywhere and everything, and the crowd was way more in this match than night one. You know. So, yeah. Now, so in the ladder match, the tag team ladder match, that could have been better, and that could have been way more scarier because Damian Priest, the referee was trying to tell him, "Hey, the ladder's broke. There's another ladder," and he didn't understand what she was saying, or he didn't care. All right, but they had to fix that situation. Later on, or not later on, but like further down the line, they had to fix that because their ladder was going to give, and Damian Priest had to get rid of the ladder anyway. But it wasn't a bad tag match, a ladder match. It was okay, but it did its job though. It split up the tag team titles. Now you got a set of Raw tag team titles, and then you got a set of SmackDown tag team titles now, like on different brands. Now you don't got to worry about them being on both shows. Something we need to look out for on NXT is that new North American Women's title that they're gonna have. See, I think that's gonna be a test to see how I do in NXT first, and then eventually we might get a IC title, women's title, that and then eventually we might get a United States women's title, or just one, and then let it float on both brands, maybe something like that. But I think the NXT title, women's North American title, is just a test dummy to see what happens with it, and see how, because NXT used to have a women's tag team title too, and then they merged them. So we'll see, or they may float that belt around in general, because what if somebody from the main brand win that belt? But we'll see. But it's a test of it. It is definitely a test of me to see how it does on other brands, in my opinion. But we'll see. We will definitely see what happens. But back to and Stand and Deliver wasn't bad. My only pet piece about Stand and Deliver was the main event with Carmella Hayes and Trick Williams. So we seen now when I tell you about this, right? I'm gonna tell you how to fit, like how this get fixed for me. So my only nitpick about the main event for Stand and Deliver was this: if Trent can kick out a Carmelo Hayes finisher, why can't Carmelo Hayes kick out of his finisher? Now, mind you, if Trent don't kick out of Melo's finisher, Melo wins. Okay, but then I don't have a problem with it. Then. Like I don't have a problem with it. Then. All right, like just like when Rhea kicked out of Becky's finisher, and then Becky kicked out and then Becky kicked out Rhea's finisher. Okay. And like I said, Seth and Drew kicked out of multiple finishers. Now, again, I just had a problem with it because Carmelo Hayes is a better wrestler than Trent Williams. So that is my only problem about that situation. Why did Melo not kick out a Trent finisher, but Trent can kick out a Melo finisher? Like, why is that a thing? Why did that happen? Why was that but there? Like Trent Williams winning has nothing to do with this. It's how he won is my problem. That's my only issue. Now, I'm hearing that Trent Williams may get called up. No. Like this is the problem with. So this is the problem with NXT for me, and it being on TV now. I mean, not now, because it's always been on TV. Like, we can't keep NXT as a pluck talent from right now, because it has a network. It is on a televised network, so you can't keep plucking from the talent. All right, that's one problem. All right, and then the other problem I have with this, Trent's not ready. Like, he's not ready for the main event, the main roster. Like he's not ready for that. Let him stay on NXT and let him grow as a talent. Because even though he's good on the mic and he gets over with the crowd and stuff, right? He is still green in the ring to a certain extent. You know, he just started finding his way around stuff. You know, he just started knowing how to sell. All right, he just started knowing how to work around the ring with it, and wrestle. All right, he just started like don't make him be another Apollo Creed, Apollo Crews, because that's what happened with Apollo. Like, he got caught up and he got lost. Same thing with Cedric Alexander. Like, they got caught up too soon and then they got lost in the shuffle. Like just that lost, outright lost, all right, and never recovered from it, all right. And Apollo's still floating around. I'm surprised he still has a job with E at this point. You know, so some things can't be rushed. And I think if Trent Williams gets called up today or Friday, it's too soon. It's too soon. Speaking of that, like, the draft is coming up pretty soon, they said. Or somebody said. So we'll see about that too. But back to WrestleMania weekend. You know, back to that. And I'm gonna get Stand and Deliver a good 6. Good 6. It wasn't better than night 1 of WrestleMania, and it wasn't better. It definitely wasn't better than night 2. So, Jay did good. Jay did real good. Night 1 wasn't a bad match with Jade, Bianca, and Naomi against Damage Control. It wasn't a bad match at all. Like, it did their thing. You know, hopefully we see more Jay Caldwell. You know, so we'll see about that. Let me see. What else was a good match? You know, I don't know if this was a good match, but I'm happy Bobby and the Street Profits won against the Final Testament. You know, like I know some people would say that Cross needed that win. No, he didn't. Like he's not getting over. Some things I don't know. I hope this is it for Bobby and Street Profits against him though. I hope we just move on from that. Oh, another match that was it wasn't probably the worst match of the night was probably for both nights was probably Jey Uso and Jimmy. You know, they're too similar in the ring. I know some people say they should have got more time. I don't think more time would have helped it. I mean, they got 11 minutes. All right, so giving them 15 to 20 minutes, I don't think that would have helped. Like they still would have did the same thing. Like Jimmy and Jay are so used to doing all these super kicks, you know, like it's in their arsenal to do them no matter what, you know. Like even if they doing back and forth punches, like the kicks are coming, you know. And I think Jimmy got rocked early in that match, so he never recovered from that, you know. But I don't think it's over. I don't think that's gonna be the downfall of that match. You know, Jay won in that, and especially since Jay won. Especially since Jay won. Like I don't think that's gonna be the end all be all for that match. You know, like I really think Jay is gonna still win. They gotta fight at least two more times. At least two more times because Jimmy got to get his get back, and then they're gonna have a rubber match after that. You know, but we'll see. We'll see what that does. You know, but like that was probably the worst match out of all of them. Like that, and then yeah, it was that. It was that because to the latter match was decent. The the street the street fight was decent, but you know the street fight had the Philly street fight had problems too, which I think why it had problems. They stayed in the arena almost the whole time. All right, but then again, I don't think they wanted to copy the Roman and Cody match because the Roman and Cody match went outside the arena and went everywhere. You know, all right. So did the tag match from night one with Roman and The Rock versus Cody and Seth. All right, that went everywhere. You know, and matter of fact, with that match, it's the second longest arena. It's the second longest WrestleMania match. The only match that went higher is the Iron Man match with Shawn and Bret. So like, there's that. There's that. You know, I didn't think they was gonna go that long. And then I'm pretty sure Cody and Roman went 36 minutes like yesterday. So boy, they got to be beat up. And Roman did better night two than he did night one, like look wise, like ring wise. He like he did way better that night than night one. At night one, I think he had more ring rust than night two. All right, I think night one, he got that ring rust off night one, and he was better night two. You know, but this show, like night two was definitely better. Like last year, night one was better than night two. This year, night two was better than night one. Again, better matches, better card, um, better weather. Now, listen, the weather thing ain't gonna change next year, alright? Because next year they'll be in Minnesota. You know, I heard Tiffany Stratton talking about that, and she's from Minnesota. You know, so get her on the card next year. You know, but tonight, the Monday after Raw, the Monday after Mania. Let's hope we get a good show. Cause last year we hyped this shit up and it was bad, but the reason they're saying the reason it was bad because of Vince. They're saying Vince ripped up the card and changed shit around, and that's why it was so bad. So we'll see tonight. What also we seen for night one and night two, we seen the new era of Triple H. He changed the intro for the show, how it comes on, and he changed the intro how it goes off. So far, we're gonna see how it looks tomorrow. Today we're Raw. We're gonna see how it looks on SmackDown. Alright, Stephanie said it was a new era. They're using pro wrestling a whole lot more now. Alright, we're getting to see a whole lot of more different kind of stuff. We're not going to see entertainment. Like, they kind of get out of the whole entertainment, sports entertainment thing. We finna see. We are definitely finna see. I heard that they signed Jacob Fatu. Yeah, you know, and they knew about him before. You know, the only problem they was having that he has a record, but Booker T said that he was gonna get him on there. You know, Booker T said he was trying to get him in there, and he's already families with the Usos now. You know, so we're gonna see what happens tonight. But I'm happy with Roman, you know, on what he did. Let me get back into that, and I'm definitely happy with Cody. Like people might get tired of Cody after a month, and that's them. But it won't be me. Alright, I'm a Cody fan, plain and simple. Like he's my favorite wrestler right now. That ain't gonna change. Him and KO are my top two for her wrestler right now. Not of all time, but right now, that's who I root for. We'll see, because you know, I can't wait for Cody to change his belt because he's still walking around with Roman's belt. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what's next for the bloodline because that's not over with. I mean, Roman's gonna go away, but you know, we definitely gonna see what happens with the bloodline going forward. We'll see. But I'm in the show with that. You know, make sure you gotta like, subscribe, share. Make sure you gotta watch wrestling. Make sure you gotta watch New Breed. We should come up with some new stuff pretty soon. Make sure y'all watch EFBC in general. This is the High Gun. God bless. Love y'all. I'm out.